Hello and welcome back to E6 and part 2 of the Limewater Cave. We are picking up pretty much exactly from where we left off last time. You know, armored bats that I can actually kill now. Switching over to herbs because I have a whole bunch of them at this point. Okay, Dark Adults. Those are actually invincible to us at this point, unless we equip the Moon Fragment, well, the something or other, in which case they show their true form, which actually is not that much better, but you can still kill it. Well, actually kill it. The clone adults aren't actually invincible, they just have a much higher defense than you can breach at this point. So if you come back here later, and we'll have to get something rather important. Two things rather important, actually. You'll probably be able to do enough damage to bypass their defense. In any case, in part 2 of the Limewater Cave, there are actually 3 things that I estimate are worth getting. However, the monster difficulty has gone up tremendously. Even in their true form, the shadow monsters can deal fairly significant damage. The armored bats still also hit pretty hard. And there's actually a new kind of slime to be found. It's also at this point that I realize, you know, hey, I have no idea where I am. The second part of the Limewater Cave is even more maze-like than the first. It's extremely easy to get lost. And the game has no functions to help you on that score. So you have to pretty much navigate by memory, and this is a hard place to memorize. At least we get a little help. It's not much, but any boosts are helpful, especially here. It's a shame I had to de-equip the Emil Hammer, because all of the monsters from here on give chunks of 150 Emil. However, I need to have all that special equipment on hand in order to really hurt some of the monsters around here. There is a new type of slime in this part of the dungeon, the purple slime, which can inflict every status ailment in the game at once. There are also the giant versions of those feeler bugs in the Mythos path, which have much longer reach and can actually chain combo you pretty effectively. Thankfully, since I have the silver armlet, I don't get poisoned as well as slowed and confused, and they can also have a chance of doing curse to you. But slow and confusion together are annoying enough. Now I realize I'm not really supposed to go that way yet, because there are some things left undone. Ah, there's curse. If you haven't started using magic frequently, now's a good place to start. Yeah, slimes do their damage even when you touch them. So, even if you've got them in the middle of a combo, you are not exempt from being hurt. Yeah, this is where I think I'm going the wrong way. But you'll see I was wrong about that. I don't want to be in this cave, but I might as well get everything I can while I'm here. Oh dear. This is not gonna look good. Thought I was supposed to be good at these games. Sure showed me. Oh yeah, by the way, D, this is for you. What are you talking about, guys? And are you going to tell us what's going on? Guess not. He is right about this place being a hellhole, though. Or else what, you'll lose to me again? Smell you later. Haha, normally. By the way, I used about 12,000 gold worth of healing items in this video. I don't think I used that many healing items in East 5. Now, there's a healing item in that chest that I'm going to try for, but I'm not going to be too burned up if I don't get it. It's a really insane jump to make. I may just pick it up later off camera. Much later, so that this place isn't so monstrous. But I'm just gonna give it a pass this time. It's just not worth it. Okay, this is the final save point of the dungeon, so this is exactly where I do not want to be right now. There's too much I haven't found yet. Yeah, that up ahead is the boss room. We'll be coming here later, unfortunately. Because it's pretty much the one boss in this game that I haven't really figured out completely. So, I hope you guys are entertained by it. Okay, the things I am looking to do are pretty far back in the cave. This part of the cave, anyway. I just need to figure out exactly how to get there. As far as navigation goes, I'd say that the only place worse than this in the East series would be the original Raston Mine. Because in East Chronicles and, East Complete, you have a much wider field of view. But in original East 1 and 2, your field of view is pretty tiny. And Dawn of East actually starts with a very limited visibility mine itself. Which is one of the reasons you probably won't see that game on this channel. I know that Dawn of Ys is considered probably the better of the original two versions of Ys 2, but I found that it had certain problems. Okay. Yeah, now things are looking pretty familiar. Not to you, of course, but definitely to me. Just going back to make sure, of course. Okay, now I definitely know where I am. That chest up there contains a Caaaaaaave water. I'm only going to try for it once. But the route that leads to the Caaaaaaave water also leads to something else. You see, I found out while doing my research so that I wouldn't miss anything except what I intend to not do, is that there's actually an optional boss in this area that you can only fight during this particular trip to the Limewater Cave. You cannot find it later. There's a superior version of the boss. However, you can only fight the version that I am going to fight during this single particular trip to the Limewater Cave. After you advance the story, it will be replaced by something more powerful. Okay, I loathe the fog room, naturally. Because the bugs here sort of blend into the ground. And sometimes it's hard to see them until they actually put their feelers out, at which point it may actually be a bit too late. Okay, that's the boss room. That optional boss is one of the reasons I make absolutely sure to have swords at level 8. Because the optimal strategy for fighting it requires MP to charge automatically. But before I actually fight it, I think I'll just gain another level to get my health back. There we go. Everything is prepared. Okay, Noodlon is that jellyfish shell looking dude over there that fires swarms of semi-homing projectiles at you. So your best strategy is to accidentally use your healing items while running around and then letting your magic charge up so you can hit it without much danger to yourself. Tornado magic will protect you if you decide to hit it with that too. However, it's probably best to move away right after you've used the magic so that it doesn't body slam you. However, I decide to also try something stupid because I'm impatient, as you will be seeing fairly shortly. The thing is, during this fight, the jellyfish has a ton of slime support, which may not be necessarily visible unless you're paying very close attention to the ripples in the water. And all of that slime support can really trip you up, like so. And leave you vulnerable to being body slammed by the boss. So, hubris! I almost died. Well, I didn't get the reward I was expecting, but I still killed it, which is what's important. And there's our Caaaaaaave water, everybody. I think there are only like 4 in the game. Because I'm not going to fight Majunin, I felt I could just toss one of them away to get the Emil Hammer. But if you're going to fight Majunin, you need all 4 of them. Either that or an obscene level that you can't get through practical grinding. Oh yeah, I forgot that I actually used the blue potion. That means I used 20,000 gold worth of healing items in this video. Well, that's never happened before. So I'm going up to save, but then I realized I made a bit of a mistake. Because you see, I forgot the final thing that I wanted to do before facing the boss. So I had to remember exactly where the last item I really wanted was. Yeah, this room is a bit odd because it doesn't seem like there would actually be an exit down there that would lead to anything useful. But if you jump up here, you can get this. The 3rd accessory holder. And I already know exactly where the last one is, so we won't have to worry about that one. Now we can actually go up and fight the boss. And, you know, get hit by every status ailment ever. Stupid slimes. I think I'll just ditch the confusion thing right here. Okay, now we can actually head to face the boss. Hopefully not while cursed. I'll just give this one more try once I learn how to jump. Okay, heal up, save, double save actually after I switch out my inventory. And now to the boss chamber. The final piece of the Mirror of Zem. Oh, we're taking it all right. Okay, Orgigon. Those little missiles it fires, if you hit them, they will be reflected back and do damage. However, other than that, you need magic to beat this boss. I even actually normally upgrade a sword to level 9 before fighting this guy, and my decision not to will probably hurt me pretty badly this time around. In fact, it definitely hurts me badly. Destroying the hands is a big help because there are some attacks, like that one, that it only does when it has both hands intact. That attack is extremely difficult to avoid. Also, destroying one of the hands immediately refills your magic pull to maximum. Thankfully, because of my choice of equips for this boss fight, the little bug missiles don't actually deal all that much damage. However, it's still annoying to be knocked around by them. Ow. I would say this is one of my worst fights against Orgigon, but that wouldn't take into account all the times I've died against this boss. So seriously, upgrade your sword to level 9. You will thank me. There's really not much else to say about this boss other than this is a terrible thing that I wish I did not have to do. Also, remember to stand towards the top edge when you use the flame magic. Stand a bit too far back and you won't actually hit the boss with it, as you just saw there. And that brings me down to my last foul meat. Thankfully, I don't have to use all of them. But it was worrying. And that's the end of Orgigon. Thank God. Nope. You just got add-alled. Bring it. And you know what? I have had enough. Next time on East the Ark of Nepishtim, we go somewhere decent. See you then. Bye.